Call Alal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Again, this is Malak Maganya from GMS Toronto, GMS Toronto 2, GMS Maganya and GMS Wisdom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to say also double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well in spirit and in truth. In the time of Bible prophecy, as the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is upon these men and on the elders and the men and women of understanding. And so again, once more, as time is no longer, in the sense that we're at the end of these prophecies, and the Lord's going to do his strange act. Now, clearly, as you can see here by this headline that came out today, CDC basically says this. So this one is from CNBC Health and Science. Doctors say CDC should warn people the side effects from COVID vaccine shots won't be a walk in the park. All right. So, first of all, as far as I'm seeing right now, based on this headline, I'm saying there's some mischief going on. There's impairment here. There's some impairment going on here. Okay, because if I'm not mistaken, it's towards Christmas that they're going to introduce this to people here in Canada, and also they're also pushing for United States around the same time. And so pretty much whatever America does, Canada does. Okay, this has been going on ever since I can remember, following the antics and the antics of politics, because this is going for me for about over 40 years. So there's not much you can really tell me in your system, but this is by this headline here, this is really impairment stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just continue to read, and then I'm going to just go into scriptures. Hopefully you can bear with me. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just this paragraph here where it says key points. The CDC must be transparent about the side effects people may experience after getting their first shot of coronavirus vaccine. Doctors urged during a meeting Monday with CDC advisors. Dr. Sandra Freihofer said that both Pfizer and Moderna, right? By the way, up here in Canada, it's not all Pfizer and it's not all Moderna. Apparently, there's going to be more vaccine companies. The stocks are rising with this stuff, if you're paying attention. Okay, so Moderna COVID-19 vaccines require 2 doses, and she worries whether her patients will come back for a second dose because of potentially unpleasant side effects or the first shot. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this is impairment, right? Okay, and they're going to make this law that you have to take it. Okay, they're going to try to get as much people as they can to take this. And so it says both companies acknowledge that their vaccine could induce side effects that are similar to symptoms associated with mild COVID-19, such as muscle pain, chills, and headaches. What more shall I say? Let's get into the scriptures. Okay, so I share with you the word mischief. Now, my first precept is this. Okay. Psalms 94 and verse 22. Verse 20. So it says, Psalms 94 and verse 22. So it simply says this. Okay. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Right? So I'm a Hebrew Israelite, okay? And should I be taking this vaccine according to the Bible? No, I'm not supposed to take it, right? So, as I said before, this is mischief, right? Or it's impairment. It's going to be impairment to me and to all of the other Israelites who take this, So it'll be very interesting to see with this mischief. Okay. All right. So the next scripture, and I'm going to show you this in history. I mean, this is a pretty simple lesson. Okay. It's a very simple lesson. Okay. All right. So it says here, a volunteer is injected with a vaccine as he participates in the coronavirus disease COVID-19 vaccination study at the research center in America. All right, that's fine that this person volunteered for that, but what what are these people who have all these ailments? What are they going to do? Right? This thing is just strange. It should never be for everybody. But anyway, they're going to start at the high risk, the very poor, and all the frontline workers on down. So that's their plan. So it's going to be mandatory for those people, right? The vaccine I'm talking about. All right. So anyway, let's continue. All right. So this is Psalms 58:2. So this is history, which is prophecy now as well. Well, history repeats, and let me excuse me for saying it that way. So this was prophecy when it happened. Psalms 58, verse 2. The precept I read before is really for our time. That one is unflowing, right? Shall the throne of iniquity fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? All right. So at the end of my video, I'm going to tell you who the throne of iniquity is. All right. Okay, so real quick here. So Psalms 58:2, yea, in the heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. So the subject here is the hands, right? The hand. If you look up just a simple meaning of the word hands, what it does parabolically and symbolically, it's talking about doing something with the hands, right? But according to this, the subject here is hands, and the active subject is wickedness, always wickedness here. All right, so you got to watch and pray. The next precept, Amos 6:3, ye that put away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near. All right, the seat of violence, when you got to look at this, is the power seat, right? Destruction. I mean, why would you want? Why isn't everybody running to take this vaccine or this Maxine? Let me just say it that way. Okay, that's interesting, right? Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. This is Isaiah 10:1, right? That right grievousness which they have prescribed. Now, as I said before, Leviticus 19:28 is a law of the Most High, and the Hebrew Israelites ought to abide by this law. I mean, if you're not a Hebrew Israelite, then you're not going to abide by this law, namely the elect. Okay, and this is a law from the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So let's get that straight, right? So that goes against this impairment by law or mischief, right? Okay, just a couple more scriptures. All right, so Psalms, Psalms, should be Psalm 79. I think that's the last one. Let's just see. I might go to that one. Psalm 79. Right. No, I don't need it. Actually, let's go to it. I'll just go to it. I wasn't planning on bringing that up, but since we're already here, let's go to Psalms 79 and verse 12. So bear with me. Right, Psalm 79. Okay, and verse 12. It says this. Actually, that's not the precept I want. Okay, let's I'll just stay on course here. All right, let me stay on course. Let me just stay on course here. So let's get back to what I really want. All right, I'm gonna go with Daniel. All right, this will be my second last precept on this. It's very straightforward. This is Daniel 6 verse 7 to 9. Now this is some history here during the time of the rulership of the Medes and the Persians, right? Darius, right? Medes and Persians, Darius and Cyrus, I believe, right? King Darius was more stronger, right? Usually the first name that is mentioned is usually the stronger power in terms of the heathen rulership, okay? All right, so it says here, right, all the presidents of the kingdom, the governors, the princes, and the counselors, and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute. Now, this is a decree, a law that is coming, right? And it says to make a firm decree that whosoever shall not petition, shall not ask a petition of any god, it says, right? Any god, or man for 30 days, save thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions, right? Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing. So this is what they're going to do, okay? And if this thing is getting out of hand, if you're getting out of hand, this is what can happen to you. That it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, which alter it not. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and decree. Okay, so straightforward, if you understand the story and what a decree is, this decree is not going to turn back, because this system, right, is basically about making laws to repudiate the ones that are currently there. So you can't go back and say the law said that. In other words, so this law that is coming in regards to a mandate or a statute or a decree, statute to make a decree, you're not going to overturn it, right? But as I'm reading here to you, you see the dilemma, right? And I've quoted Leviticus 19:28 to show you, and then I quoted Isaiah 10:1. These are the laws of the Hebrews, right? That the Lord, our power, we believe, okay, there's no other power beside him, right? No man. That's what it tells you here, right? That's what it says here, that these are man-made laws, all right? So hopefully you kind of understand what I'm saying there. Go back and read the story, okay, during the time of the Medes and the Persians. Now I'm going to close off by this because I've gone over long enough with this video. So here is the closing scripture, Revelation 13:15-17, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast, there is the philosophies, the man-made laws and decrees that is set up by by Mystery Babylon, okay, the mother of harlots, okay, or the beast system. Let me just be clear: the beast system, which is NATO, where the woman sits. Revelation 17. Revelation 17. I should just quote the scripture real quick. It's the first verse. Let me just read it. I didn't plan on bringing that up, but let me read it real quick. Revelation 17:1. Right. So it says, Revelation 17:1. It says, okay. This is 17:1. Actually, no. It's not the first verse. It's the fifth verse. All right, fourth and fifth verse. I'll read it. Okay, it's this parabolic. Okay, for those who know, those who are in the know, in spirit and in truth, you understand what it is. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple. Verse 4. Revelation 17, verse 4. As a matter of fact, let me go back up to. You know what? I'm gonna just read it. Because this is it. It says, I'll start at verse 1. Okay, understand this. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come up hither. Okay, that's a parabolic for come up in the chariots. That's what that's about. Okay, and I will show you the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay, so let's see who this great whore is, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, right? So the G20 nations, yeah, I'm going to say it, the G20 nations, man, you're all in this vaccine thing, man, and you're the most strongest nations on earth. That's what you have claimed, right? So with whom the kings of the earth, and you're going to get the other nations, just like how, Ethiopia was not mentioned on there, but you're going to get them to take this vaccine. All those poor people that's being pushed out of Tigray, right? And whoever is in Ethiopia and Eritrea and Somalia, you people will take this vaccine, right? And you'll take the RFID microchip as well, okay? So it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have made drunk with the wine of her fornication, which is their philosophies. So he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, right? The wilderness here is the earth as well. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having seven heads and 10 horns. Okay, that's the beast. That's NATO. Okay, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, right, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, and having a great cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, right? And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And that's not the Catholic Church, okay? So don't blame the Catholic Church, all right? This is America, all right? That's the woman with the scarlet-covered beast, and I explained to you what NATO is, all right? So let me just get back to my final closing precept here in Revelation 13. So it says in Revelation 13, well, actually, I'm supposed to read this one, Daniel 7:25. He thinks to change. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and to change times and laws, and they shall be given, given unto into his hand. There you go, that word again, hand, until a times and a dividing of time. So in his hand, what kind of rulership he's going to have? A draconian rulership. He's going to make laws to force you to do something that you cannot do, whether it has side effects or nothing. You're going to have to do what he says, because that's what he says. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to go to the beast chapter. As a matter of fact, I'll just go there. Revelation 13, 15 to 17 in closing. All right, so I'll just go there. 15 to 17, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small, great, rich, poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Hey, explain to me what these lockdowns are all about, man. If it's not about this, then show me what it is. Then show me what it is, right? Instead of using laws, unrighteous decrees to block the videos, block the presentation, because we're not getting the answers what we want. I don't even know what's inside these vaccines. I hear all kind of rumors. Okay, all right. So, and I hear all kinds of stuff, and rumors are usually usually true. All right. So anyway, let me close this off, man. Because I said I've taken too long. So, I'm going to close off here. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Hopefully this video was edifying in some way or shape or form. Read this article that you see here. It came out today. All right. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next one. Shalom.